Hello and welcome to Auto Today. My name is Dipayan Datta, and today we've got with us a motorcycle that Honda calls an urban explorer. This is the new Honda CB200X, and it is without a doubt the Hornet with a more adventurous outlook. So let's take a closer look and see what this CB200X is really all about.
It's no secret that under the CB200X's big tourer exterior is essentially the Honda Hornet 2.0 with a slightly more comfort-oriented rider setup. Ergonomics aside for now, the Urban Explorer theme is reinforced with adventure tourer-like bodywork. There's a semi-fairing with a beaky nose and a tall tinted visor, not unlike the kind we've seen on the CB500X. Now, the bodywork integrates beautifully into the 12-litre fuel tank. In addition, you also get 4 radiator shrouds that direct warm air from the air-cooled motor away from the rider. You also get plastic knuckle guards with integrated turn indicators, which add to the butch value but aren't really sturdy enough for tip-overs. The tail section, unlike the Hornets, is simpler, with one single body color panel that integrates the X-shaped LED tail lamps. The headlamps too are LEDs, which do their part in re-establishing Honda's premium positioning. The 17-inch on-off-road block pattern tires and the plastic belly pan do their bit as well in reinforcing the tough appeal. To tie it all together, loud, contrasting decals give this 184cc Urban Explorer a properly desirable appeal.
Now, we've already told you about the design of the CB200X, and there is no denying that this is a very handsome 200cc motorcycle. But all these design elements come together to improve one very important aspect of the CB200X that gives it its adventure tourer credentials, and those are the ergonomics. You see, the seat height is still a very accessible 810 millimeters, but Honda have worked on it and added more cushion and added more length as well, so that there's more place to move around and it's more comfortable. In addition, the handlebar is taller as well and is thicker at the base and tapered out towards the ends. What this means for you as a rider is you get a very upright riding position with nice knee recesses on the tank to tuck in your legs. And overall, this makes for a riding position that you can just spend hours on. Now, of course, the finer points of that will be understood once we are out on the road. So let's not waste any more time, turn her over and take the CB200X out into the urban jungle.
Where the Honda really starts to win hearts is out on the road. The 184cc single-cylinder motor from the Hornet is as refined as it gets for an air-cooled single, with almost no vibrations throughout any point on the rev band. Like the Hornet 2.0, it makes a maximum power of 17 bhp at 8500 rpm and 16.1 Nm of torque at 6000 rpm. It's a lively motor that's more than happy to rev into power, but on the CB it moves 5 additional kgs of mass over its street naked sibling, and that is something you really feel. The CB lacks the urgency of the Hornet, albeit not by that much. That said, thanks to the tremendously refined single, the CB200X can easily keep 100 to 110 kmph cruising speeds without any vibrations filtering back to the rider, which makes for a really pleasant ride experience. The 5-speed gearbox, on the other hand, is faultless and needs only a nudge to slot into the gear of your choice. It's no firecracker, I'll admit, but it is a refined, reliable single with adequate power and torque to make for a fulfilling ride experience.
Now, had I not known the price, right now I'd be raving about how good the Honda CB200X is, which it really is. It's got this mad smooth engine, it's got great ergonomics, it's really comfortable. It's a motorcycle that you can ride every day and everywhere and really have very little to worry about. add to that the factor of Honda's reliability, and you have a pretty bulletproof 200cc motorcycle that's comfortable to tour on and ride in the city. The problem is that Honda have been pricing their motorcycles a little out of the reach of the segment, and that is the case with the 200X as well. At rupees 1.44 lakh ex showroom for this motorcycle, it's way out of the reach of the segment. Now, as to whether that is worth it, that is entirely up to you as a customer and as a buyer. So let us know in the comments what you think about the price and whether you think the Honda CB200X is actually worth the premium that you're paying for it, and whether you would actually pay it. Let us know what you think about the Honda CB200X as well. And if you like this review, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the Auto Today channel if you haven't already. Until then, it's Didi signing off.